go. Ta-ta, there we go. Good evening, everyone. On my rain check day today, since I wasn't on yesterday. Let me scooch over so I don't fall off the screen. All right. Since Sunday's stream was like cursed as all get out, I decided to go with something, go with one of our relaxing games where there's no chance of failure today. Because Sunday was a mess. And mess is putting it lightly. Why am I leaning so far over? What is happening? Because I'm definitely right in front of y'all. Hold on just a second. Let me get this stuff scanned here. And then before I start this next shelf, give me just 1 second. I'm going to fix my face here. Because I don't know what it is, but sometimes if I go a certain way, then the whole trajectory is off and I lean to weird directions. Because I am super duper far over. Unnecessarily far over. Okay, that's a little better. There we go. So I was like, I should not be leaning that far out of the frame. In the least bit. But yeah, anyway. I said to myself, let's do some relaxing stuff today. Something that requires... God, those are so expensive. A little less effort. Or stress, I should say. Stress is probably the better word. Get this stuff filled. Those are not selling out as quickly as they used to, oddly enough. We surprisingly still have sushi. Got fries. Add a chimpkin. Go ahead and get that stuff so they can get started. Da, 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 da. Oh, I do have 2 things of tuna. How did I manage that? I don't know how I did that. I guess I just didn't notice that there was also tuna over there. Oh yeah, is there anything... Okay, looks like we're starting off clean today. But yeah, I figured we'd pick something more chill today since Sunday was a dumpster fire. Because I don't know how else to describe what happened there. Goodness. Which it looks like it was probably our internet just needing a reboot. And then last night I wasn't on because I'm trying to back up all of my files from something in case it gets deleted in a few days. So it was like 8,000 plus something files. So I literally was running the program all day. And I didn't want to disrupt it because it was on a roll and it was almost finished. So I was like, I'm just going to not rock the boat here with this. Hello. So that is why I ended up not coming on last night. Because I was going to, and I was just like, I don't know. Because I didn't want to mess it up. I wanted it to finish checking through all the files. And be good. I'm going to have it rechecking the next few days while I can, just to make sure it doesn't miss anything. But anyway, as we slowly dig ourselves out of the snow, which I think, what is it, the end of this weekend or something? I think there's supposed to be like another little dusting of snow, but I think it's supposed to be minimal, hopefully, for all of us. Because poor Prometheus, he's had to use his wife's car all week to get to work. He's going to use my car again tomorrow, but I need my car Thursday and Friday. So we're going to attempt to get his car out of the place where it's stuck tomorrow, hopefully. And hopefully we can get it out. Because I told him to go ahead and take my car again tomorrow, and then we can try to get his car out when he gets home. Because hopefully tomorrow, since the temperature is going to be a little warmer, and I say warm, but it's going to be like 30 something, I think. Hopefully that'll continue like slushing out all of that stuff around his car and he can get out. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. But hopefully everyone's having a good Tuesday. Hello. Oh crap, where did this go? I forgot. Where was this at? Oh, right here. That's nice and relaxing. I can't say my job's horribly stressful, so I didn't have a terrible time or anything. We're doing pretty good, I think. Trying to get over the aftermath of hopefully the biggest snow we will have this winter. I really hope so. I hope any other snow we get while it's still winter is just the dustings, because those are fine. But when it's so much snow that it's disruptive. Good lord, woman. Is that just because you're stuck in the house? Yeah, we don't... we aren't talking about Sunday. Sunday was a dumpster fire. I almost don't even want to post that video on YouTube, but I'm gonna. I've been holding back on it, but I'm gonna post it. But I believe Sunday was the curse of our fiber internet because we reset it and everything seems to be functioning. So I think there was some kind of something happening. Not counting me getting my butt whooped by the Crushers. Yeah, he basically had to reset it. I don't know exactly what was going on, but we had to like reset our whole router system and everything for whatever reason. So if we play Dead Island again, I should be able to get assistance and not die horribly. Die a horrible death. Over and over and over again. The $1 million question? What is that? Butter. Butter, 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 butter. Oh god, where does this cheese go? There's that. Was there more than one? There is, but they're full. Okay. What did they update in this game? From what I've seen, like the update that I've seen since playing again recently is the cleaning update where you have to keep the store clean. I don't believe there's been anything else that I know of. I think it was just that currently. I plan to, which I need to go back and change my outfit now. Yes, that is the cleaning gauge, if you will. So you'll see um, once the store's open and whatnot, which sometimes the windows are dirty, you have to clean those, but then the people that shop will leave trash and stuff that you have to clean up on the floor. So the gauge will fill up. But um but yeah, Spirit, I'm planning to cycle back to it. I need to change my outfit and stuff now because it's no longer Christmas, so I need to clean up my stuff. But I am planning to go back to it at some point. Yes. What is the question? Exactly. I agree. Well, that's like the stuff they're planning to add that they haven't yet, like the shoplifters and whatnot. Like, who asked for that? Like, all I wanted, and I know that that stuff's like realistic in real life and everything, but you know, I want a chillax, non stressful little game where I can just run a supermarket and be chill. I don't want to have to worry about people stealing. I don't want to have to worry about cleaning up after people. Like, who asked for that? Who sent them messages and said, you know what we need? We need some filth. Because, see, there's a little bit in that gauge now, so someone has put trash somewhere. Something's dirty. I just haven't found it. Is it the wind? It doesn't look like it's the windows. I don't think. Let me check. Ah, it is. Okay. Oh, and now there's stuff happening here. There shouldn't be any music on. But yeah, so that's what happens. Ah, you nasty people. Making my store all gross. Jesus, that stuff went out quickly. Good lord. All the sugar and all the discharge tablets. Boom. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The music you can play. Yeah, I don't have any speakers installed. I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know if I'll get a copyright hit for that music. So I haven't done that just in case. Ah, okay, thanks. Because, yeah, I don't want to add in some chill background music in my store and then every time I either have it on Twitch or definitely YouTube, I don't want copyright strikes on my stuff. People just buying stuff out. My gosh. Golly, golly, golly. I still need to finish painting. I just realized. Oh, well, that's that new section. That's why that's not painted. I also need to finish my Gordane floor, which, speaking of that, what floor was that again? Was it this one? I think it was this one. It was like that light wood floor, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, someone left ick on my floor again. There we go. That'd be funny if you put down the flooring and it covered up dirt. But yeah, I keep forgetting that I haven't finished the floor. There we go. Oh, I'm aware. We are out. We are out of this stuff. So I saw a video that asked an interesting question, and honestly, I would have so many answers. I don't know if I could settle on just one. But it was like a person like surveying people on the street, and they said the question was, "What's a fictional character's death that you haven't gotten over?" And I feel like there are so many good answers to that. There are just so many answers that are relevant. I don't think I could decide on one. Oh man, sushi got wrecked. Good lord. Da, 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 da. To boost these guys in a little bit. And then I will start cleaning. I know there's trash right there I gotta pick up. Are there any other spots that I need to mop? Okay. Because apparently there's just people like opening food in the store. There we go. Okay, I'll look into it because I think I'll have to put peakers. My God. I think I'll have to put speakers in the store and everything as well. Get a drink here while this guy's finishing up. Yeah. Which I'm thinking I need to expand my store a little more before I put another one in. Because I don't want to move these forward or put another one back here until I've got a little more room. Alright. That's okay. Alright. Get some product, yeah. But yeah, that fictional character question, I don't know if I could answer that because there are so many good answers. And I listened to a lot of their answer and I was like, yep, I agree with all of those. Those are all legit sad moments in life. People like the cheese. I can't blame them though, because I too like cheese. You really, do you just is that just your favorite one because you like watching me accidentally mess up? Should I be offended? Uh, but yeah, I'll try to make a note of it. If you, I feel like I should be offended by that. That you like to watch me fail. But I'll try to make a note of it if you pop in on Sunday. Remind me. Spirit and I can make a mental note. Man, I don't know if everyone will agree with this, but I didn't realize, or I'd forgotten. I don't know. I don't recall in my youth drinking it a lot. I feel like I drank other flavors usually, but grape Gatorade is so good. It's so delicious, and I'm kind of because I know I usually drink like Blue Glacier or whatever the crap it's called. Grape is so delicious. I don't know why it's so good, but it is. It's delicious. Okay. Oh, they've got a lunch boxes. My bad. That is very true. We can all fail collectively as a community. Oh, really? I've got to put one bottle of this on the shelf? Okay. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Spirit will finally get to see you this week. I feel like it's been forever. Yes, no drinking on the job. I feel like it's been forever since we saw each other, even though we only live a street apart. It's been too long. I don't know. I don't recall that being listed in the current updates, but that we can add that to the list of stuff I didn't ask for or need. Because I don't think any of us want that. Seasons I would be okay with, but because I know there's eventually going to be a feature, isn't there, where you can like deliver groceries or something like that that involves you going across the city. I don't want crappy weather for that. I think this is full now, isn't it? Let me check. It is full. Yes, I know. Would definitely be for the content, but still. Whoops. Whoop. think these are full, aren't they? Yep. Because we finally maxed that out. I still feel so bad that we ended up getting out like 2 days later, but I feel terrible. We Instacarted stuff on Friday. But because my kitty needed food, I figured, well, let's just get everything because I wasn't gonna make someone drive all the way out here with just kitty food. I didn't, but I think they automatically pay. Because I haven't been going in here because it'll say at the beginning of the day, like the next day, like this was paid or whatever. So I think it automatically does it now because I've never had that issue, or I haven't had that issue for a while. So I think they've set it to auto pay where it pays the bills at the beginning of every day. All right, buy stuff, people. Buy all the stuff, please. Well, we just did an expansion, I think, last time, because that orange section that hasn't been painted yet, we expanded the store. So, let's see. So, next section of the market looks like 16.5. And then, licenses, that's what I want. Next license is 5,600. But I've got like a balance going with these because I don't want to get another license till I have enough shelving, and that requires expansion, so it's all like a double-edged sword, really. And then I think I've done all my hiring. Yes. For the moment, at least, we've done all the hiring. I haven't put, I mean, I guess I should also be putting more racks in here. I haven't done that yet. Oh goodness, I'm about to do what Prometheus did because he also plays this game. Not on stream, I don't think, but uh, he's played this game, and I guess it's a mod, but whatever that mod is, where you can just put like whatever price you want on all of your stuff, so that you can make mad money. So he's got like millions of dollars. But I wanted to try not to do that and try to do it on my own because I've done pretty good so far. I've never had to take out a loan in this game. I've never been like broke. So I consider that an achievement. But I don't know if I'd want to use that cheat or not. That's true. Yeah. It would make it a bit too easy, but it would be funny to rack up all the money though. Oh, we out of potato bags again. Already? Good lord. There was backup in the back, but they must have put those out already. Hmm. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yes, I know I didn't feel the sushi this time. I don't know if Spirit is still here because I know she was talking about having to give one of her kiddos a bath. But if you are still here, Spirit, you need to start watching that other internet show if you haven't yet. Yep, I see it. You need to start watching it because I'm almost completely caught up now. I've got 4 episodes left. Prometheus was watching some with me the other night, and I was like, "We need to stop here." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because we're about to get into the emotional stuff." You need to do like you did with Has Been Hotel and watch it on the DL. Yes, please. Just what I needed, another show to be emotionally attached to the characters. Why am I doing that? Because I'll be honest, I was secretly hoping when I watched it that I wouldn't like the characters or something, or it would bother. It doesn't. Once I got like 2, 3 episodes in, I was like, damn it. I like these characters too. Son of a bee. Do we need to clean the windows? Are the windows dirty? Yeah, they're dirty. Clean the windows. Clean the windows. That one's clean. That one's not clean. Exactly. That's exactly right. Which sounds terrible, doesn't it? You're like, when you say, "I'm watching this show hoping I hate the characters." Sounds so mean, really. And I don't mean it to sound mean, but not currently. No, I'm assuming they're probably going to add that at some point, but not at the moment. Which is fine because I've got cashiers and stalkers and stuff, so that's cool. But but yeah, in the instance of that show specifically, since it's like a show that's on YouTube, you know, and I know that the other show that the person that's in charge of them all, is like, on Amazon and whatnot, and they're like alternating, which means they're both not getting worked on at the same time. It's like, well, now we're in for a hiatus because I think they said that the one on YouTube uh, is now going to go on like a 9 month hiatus, which is probably because they're gearing up for the other one getting a new season this year, and that's great. But it's like, dang it! Anytime you have a show that like leaves off on an emotional spot, and then they're like, we have to take the season finale break, or that break that they all take in the winter or whatever it's called. Oh, that's agonizing. Because then you have to just wait with bated breath for the show to come back, and you're like, oh man. But once Spirit gets going on it, then we can chat about it. Mm-hmm. Yep. And now that I'm older, I've realized that I'm a lot pickier about like starting new shows because it's like I've said with anime and stuff. There's a lot of newer animes that are good, but I'm just like, I'd rather just watch stuff I've already watched. I'm not looking to get into something new. So very rarely do I get emotionally invested in something new. So when I do, it's just like, oh man, now I gotta wait for this crap to come out. It's like, man, now I gotta wait for a new season of this to come out, and I'm impatient. And not so much internet shows, but like, the other thing that makes me impatient with shows in general, like the fact that seasons are now shorter. Has everyone else noticed this? Like in the 90s, I feel like a season of a show, and I'm going to say I'm talking, let's say specifically live action shows, not so much animated. We'll leave them out of it. But I could swear, well, I'm pretty sure I'm right because I've looked, that like show seasons in like the 90s and stuff when I was a kid, they were like 20, mm, 22, 24 episodes was a season, right? And now, we'll get like 10, 15, like some number like that. And it's just like, I waited all this time. I want more episodes than that. You made me wait all this time for that. Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like, what happened to that? Like, why did that become the norm? That seasons are short? Because it's annoying as all get out. I miss that so much when shows were like the seasons were that long. Because the other problem with that too that I find is it seems like since they've, and I'm not necessarily saying it's the fault of the people that run the show, because maybe it's these networks being like, hey, we want you to make a season in 15 episodes. I have no idea. But, excuse me. Um, but the other like problem that I've noticed with that too is that um, it seems like plots get more rushed when they do that, when they have less episodes to work with. It seems like they're like, oh shoot, we gotta get this going ASAP, and it just seems like stuff's rushed and they can't include as much stuff in there. Also, speaking of shows and or like back to video game stuff, I don't know if anybody's, because I have it in my Steam list, but I don't know if I'd be brave enough to play it on Steam. But I don't know if anyone's heard of because it was a game from a few years ago. But that Until Dawn game, it was one of those like butterfly effect games, and it was like kids in a cabin in the woods, fighting Wendigos or whatever. It's a really good game. And recently, or a few months ago, I don't remember when the news came out, but they were like, oh, they're making a movie, like a movie of it. And we're like, oh, that's great. And then a couple months ago, details started coming out. And it's another one of those situations, and I don't understand why this is a thing. But they have given this movie the title of this video game as a name, like this franchise name or whatever. And now they've explained what the movie is going to be about, and it is nothing like the game. It is not the game. Maybe I'm alone on a boat here, but if you say to me, oh, we're going to make a movie of this video game, I expect you to follow the plot of the video game. Now, it doesn't have to be line for line, word for word, obviously. I don't expect that. But I expect you to make the plot of that video game into a movie, basically, is what I want. And this is another one of those examples of like they've taken this name of this popular game, I feel like, to draw the fans in, and they've slapped it on this movie, and the movie is not the game. Because basically what it is, which is fine, just don't use the title of the game as the name of your movie. They've basically like used that universe as an inspiration for this movie, but it's not actually the game about the game. You know what I mean? And it's annoying. Because I want to see that turned into a movie. That's what I want, and I feel like that's what most people would want. Yes, Resident Evil movies are the other example I always use with that. I will give 50% credit to like the newest one that the new people are handling that doesn't have Mila Jovovich in it, the Welcome to Raccoon City. That's not 100% accurate, and there was definitely stuff about that I didn't like them cramming two video games into one movie. I felt that was unnecessary. However, at least they were, I'll say loosely, using the plot of the video games for the movie, which is what I want. I don't want it to be, it doesn't have to be a carbon copy, but I want you to follow the plot of the video games and make a movie out of it, is what I want to see. So they get 50% credit. But yeah, the Mila Jovovich movies were just. Yeah, that was a guy that like got licensed to a franchise to make a bunch of movies to stick his wife in. I'm sorry. I don't hate Mila Jovovich and I don't think she's a bad actress, but that's all that was. Yes. That's yeah, um thank goodness for the CGI Resident Evil movies cuz they're infinitely better. Um Oh, can you fix that message spirit uh that got deleted? I don't know why that got deleted. Oh, who was that? I didn't even see the message. Um but yeah, that's all that was. Like I don't think she's a bad action movie actress. Like she's great. But, you know, oh, okay. I see what it was. Thank you. Um but that's all that was. They took a franchise that was already popular and they basically put a made up fanfic character in as the main character, and then they had the video game characters playing second fiddle to this woman. And my favorite of that was, I think it was like, was it the movie before the last one? I can't remember. But they had used all of like the main video game characters and they'd been in and out of these movies. And then, if I remember correctly, like I said, I don't know if it was the last movie or the movie before last. Um, like they all got killed in some off-screen fight, and I was like, bull crap. What a crappy excuse because you don't have any of them for this final movie for whatever reason. Like, and a lot of the characterization was garbage. But anyway, back to the Until Dawn thing. Um, you know, they very easily, and I feel like it still would have been good because the concept is kind of interesting. Let me see if I can remember how they explained the concept in like the trailer teaser. But they're fighting like monsters and stuff, and they're in a cabin and everything, and that's great. But I guess every time they like die by a monster, like the time resets and they basically get a do-over and they have to survive until the morning. Like it's an interesting concept and they simply could have said this is inspired by the Until Dawn universe and then gave it a different name. And you still would have been connecting it to Until Dawn but not using that video game name to try to boast your game or your movie when it's not that. You know? I don't know. That's just one of those pet peeve areas of mine that I'm just like, I don't speak for everyone, so maybe some people disagree, but, if you take a video game franchise and you're like, we're going to make a movie out of this, I expect you to use the plot of the games to make the movie. That's what I'm expecting to see. Not some loose interpretation of stuff, if that makes sense. Anywho, yeah, I just saw what that link was. I have no clue what link they were trying to post. Um, but yeah, so that's how I feel on that. Because it seems like a decent movie. Like, I would probably, like, if I'd seen the trailer and it wasn't called Until Dawn, I would probably be like, huh, that's interesting. And I'd probably watch it at some point. But, you know, that makes me not want to give them my money in theaters or anything like that and just be like, well, I'll just wait till it pops up on a streaming service because it will at some point. And I'll just watch it there. Because I don't know. I just don't like giving my money to a movie in a movie theater when it's situations like that, which is kind of a weird moral ground, but that's just how I feel about it. Da, 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 da. And I was using the video game movies as an example, but that goes for like anything that didn't start out as a movie, a book, an anime, whatever it is that they're pulling material from. to make it. It's like use the like a plot is laid out for you already. Use it. Don't make up your own stuff. I didn't ask for that. Nobody asked for that. And once again, it can be very loose interpretation. It doesn't have to be exact, especially if you have something that has multiple source materials. Like if it's something where there's a video game, but there's also comic books, or there's also books, or like TV, whatever. You can pull from all that stuff, and I'm okay with that. Because that's like the Sonic movies. Those are really popular. I don't think that's following one specific plot. I think they're just pulling from all different source materials that have been made, which is fine. Because you're not just pulling stuff out of your butt, once again. Anyway. Excuse my rant. But, also, I'm glad to see Nightbot is functioning. That's good to know. I'm always worried that that thing's not functioning because I never see it happening very often. But, luckily, most of y'all that are in here don't post anything that makes Nightbot have to function, I guess. So, that's good. Oh, let me check the french fries. Okay, he's helping him. I was about to say, I'm definitely paying someone to stand there. I love how the tag on this is just glitched forever. Like I can't change the price for whatever reason. Go ahead and start picking up some of this stuff. Anyway, that'll be my excuse me, I can't speak English. That'll be my my ranting topic for the day that I just absolutely hate. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Yeah, what in the world was that link? If only we could get some people come into our chat that we don't have to ban. One of these days. Oh man. So what is that? Because I read the message, but we were still talking about stuff. So what is that book or whatever that you're talking about earlier that you said I should read? Gosh, I haven't read a book in forever. I'll be honest. I own a lot of books. Haven't read any in ages. I read every day. I just don't read books. But what is it about exactly? Or a synopsis, if you will. Oh, I got some cleaning to do. Hmm. It involves dragons. Okay. Okay, I'll have to check the price on that. Okay. Try to remind me, girl. Try to remind me to bring you your damn butter that's still sitting in my fridge. Can you help me remember to bring your butter, please? That I've been owing you since whenever. Like if you yeah. Can you help me try to remember like on Thursday and just like message me at like 5 or 4 in the afternoon and be like butter. And actually, let me set a reminder too for myself and I'll see if I can remember. Cuz we'll be going over at 6:30. Hold on. Hold on everyone. I have to set a reminder cuz I don't finish things. Let me close the door so people don't keep coming in. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. But yeah, every time I open the fridge, I see that butter, and I'm like, dang it. It's just like I still owe you money, which I have not forgotten, by the way. Let's see. I'll just mark it. Take Melissa her butter. And that'll be on Thursday. Not 6:15 a.m. That's gonna tick me off royally. Okay. Oh, this is the synopsis? Okay. Hmm. Good God. Well, that sounds like a whole lot. Good Lord. Is this just one book or is this like a series? Because if they somehow managed to fit all that in one book, that's impressive. Okay, so it is like a series. I was gonna say, I would be very shocked if they managed to fit all that into one book. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's so funny to think that I read every day, but I just don't read like physical books anymore. And I have books sitting on my bookshelf back at Dad's house that I have not read yet, that I bought to read, and I just haven't done it. Need to hop on that. But of course there wouldn't be enough room. Of course. I like that if you set it in the settings now that the stalker people will take the labels off the racks if they clear the product. I don't have to go behind and do that for them anymore. Very efficient. What is this? I can't read it. I don't know what this is. It's like, what is this stuff that I've acquired that I sell? I don't even know. There we go. Oh, that's this. I think we've got a little more space. Just a little bit. Whoops. I just thought of something very random. Does anyone ever have like a food that they really love and then it gets discontinued and they're just so upset about it? And every once in a while you'll think about it later and you're just like, dang it, I'm still mad about that. I just had that thought when I was staring at the peanut butter. Because everyone knows like the Peter Pan honey roast peanut butter, right? It's so good. Which I need to start buying the brand again. I buy off-brand peanut butter and it's just not the same. Not that it's not good peanut butter, but the honey roast is just so good. Anyway, I don't know how everybody feels about chunky peanut butter. Voice your opinions. I actually kind of like it. But they used to make that peanut butter in chunky and then they stopped doing it. And I was so upset because it was so good. I mean, it is so good, but I liked the chunky because it was extra good. And then they stopped doing it in the chunky or the crunchy, whatever they call it. Um, and I was just so sad about it. I'm still quite sad about it. But I was looking at the peanut butter and that just popped into my head and I was like, "Oh, I'm newly upset about this all over again." This is a memory that I haven't thought about for a minute and now it's popped into my mind and I'm still upset about it. Oh, goodness. So many foods that I remember that were good that are no longer made. There's one that I talk about. I've told my husband about it, and like he's seen pictures of it, so I know I didn't make it up in my mind. And I didn't eat all the flavors. I just ate like the Reese's peanut butter one. But I don't know if anyone else remembers or is old enough to remember, depending on who's watching this. But when swoops were a thing, I thought it was like I think it's an early 2000s thing, but they were like Pringle shaped chocolate things. And I think they came in like Reese's flavor and maybe like York peppermint patty or something. I'm not sure. I only ate the Reese ones. But they were so good. Just stupid little Pringle shaped chocolate things. And they were delicious. And I'm so sad that they're gone. I could write a book on foods that I'm sad are gone. Oh, goodness. But of course, I would think of that while we work in the grocery store. It only makes sense. And now we allow the shopping to commence. Lot of money? What's a lot of money? Mmm. Yeah, it's not too bad. I want to have more, but it's not too bad. So I operate in life as well. It's like, especially if I know I need to spend money, it's like I want to have the money that I need to spend plus some cushion. Yeah, it's not that. I just believe in having cushion. We are. So we're currently, which hopefully it holds because we keep having people that teeter totter off at this stage. But at the moment, we have 50 followers, which is good. The streaming average days per month is usually good. The thing that falls off for me is I can't remember exactly how they describe it, but I think it's something of having an average of 3 people active in your chat at once. And usually we get up to like, maybe 2. So that is the thing that we're currently not hitting at the moment. Um, is the average of 3 people chatting. Because I know depending on what I'm streaming, I'll see that people are like viewing and sticking around, but a lot of times people don't talk. Which I totally get. I've lurked in channels before and not said anything. Totally understand. But but that's our main drop off, and then the other one is like teetering back and forth between 50 followers and under. Because we had 51, now we're down to 50. Went down to 49, back up to 50. We're like right at this teeter spot. It's like a plateau. I don't know how often that happens to other streamers on here that they get followers that drop on and drop off, which a lot of them probably have enough followers that if they lose a couple, they don't really notice. But when you're like right at the 50 teeter, I notice. But yeah, at the moment, so if we stay at 50, the average of like 3 active chatters at once. You guys are keeping the average up, yes. So if we can get, for a few streams, and I would like them to stay, whenever they'd like to, of course. But if we can get a few streams in a month where, it's like you guys and maybe 1 or 2 other people that are also active in the chat and get the average up, that should fulfill that. And then as long as the other stuff is still being fulfilled that month, as far as like follower count and how many days of the month I'm streaming, then we should be good. Yes, buy all the stuff. Buy everything. When did I start streaming? We just hit the year anniversary in December. It was, I want to say, December 10th of 2023, because we just hit the year anniversary in December of 2024. So a little over a year now. So it's not been a heck of a long time, but I've been doing it for a little bit. I can't remember. I feel like you've been there from pretty early on, but I don't remember exactly when. But I feel like you've been here for almost the entire time, which I appreciate very much. Oh, oh, I can? Okay. I will have to check that. Oh, is that when she started following? Ah, thank you. So yeah, you've been here almost the entire time. So you started following me 10 days after I started. Mm-hmm. When I eventually get badges and stuff, I'll have to give you an awesome badge for being the first and the longest. I didn't realize it had been that long. I could have sworn you started following me sometime in 2024, but nope, you started like 10 days after I started. That is super duper impressive. Of course. Of course, you were the very, very beginning. You had advanced knowledge that I was going to be streaming. Oh, golly. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Alrighty. Well, like I said, she had inside information. Oh, alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pop off for the evening. I'm going to pop you guys over to someone I'm following. Looks like she's playing a scary game, so don't get too scared. But I'm going to pop you guys over to her, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Unless I have time to throw in an extra stream, but otherwise, definitely Sunday. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.